Welcome to the recap of the 2024 table setting contest held at the Chowan County Regional Fair. My name is Sydney Dunn. I teach cotillion here in Edenton, North Carolina, and hosting this contest is something I look forward to every year. So let's get started. My girls helped me set up this year. I provide the tables and a black tablecloth. I recruit the judges, and then the contestants come in and take it from there. So I love to see the amount of effort and attention to detail people put in. Like, some of these ladies have been researching for months, planning their tablescapes. And look at this, the husbands really showed up this year. I love it. Our theme this year was Tea for 250 in honor of the 250th anniversary of the Edenton Tea Party. And the Edenton Tea Party was a protest against British rule. It was organized and signed by 51 women here in Edenton in 1774. This first table was by a team called Moms and Daughters, and the judges loved the colors and the colored glassware. They would have liked to have seen something on this tray and maybe more incorporation of the theme. And this table was by Sheila and Megan, like mother, like daughter. And the judges loved this colors as well. The pig and the eagle on the table, which are a nod to the overall fair theme this year. They loved the teapot, and that it was inspired by the teapot in downtown Edenton. And they would have liked to have seen maybe a bit less glass on the table, like incorporation of more different types of drinkware. This table was by Shakita Good. The judges loved the sunflowers and the colors and the themed menu and the tastiness of the menu. Like, the menu just sounded really good. And they mentioned they perhaps would have liked to have seen a bit more details on the table. And a fun fact about this table, I had a very last minute drop from another contestant, and I'm so thankful Shakita was able to step in, and she put this tablescape together within 8 hours. This table was by Larissa Spencer. The judges really loved her blue and white china and teapot and tea service set. They loved the King George place card. They mentioned they would have liked to have seen the forks switched with the smaller fork on the outside, and also maybe less tulips in the vase. And one of the rules is you're not allowed to have real food on the table. So all the food you see is either faux food they've purchased or that they've handmade. This table was by the Restore Galore team, and the judges loved the china mixed with the gold throughout, and the colors, the pink and the gold together. They loved the little flower butter pats, the historical nod on the place cards, the tea service set, and they would have liked to have seen maybe matching tea strainers and the spoon handles flipped the other direction. This table was by Fairy Godmother Arts, and the judges loved the napkins, the tea leaves, which were supposed to be a substitute tea in protest. So it was lavender tea and peppermint tea instead of real tea, because in honor of the tea party where the ladies would have been protesting the tea. They weren't sure of the little bowls beside the tea cups, being that there was loose tea. They also mentioned they would have seen more incorporation of the theme. And this was our third place winner by Stephanie Eckert. And the judges really loved these stacked teacups and the old book as part of the centerpiece. They also liked the knotted napkins and the flowers. They also mentioned they could have seen more incorporation of the theme, but they enjoyed the sage green color and the overall look. And this was our second place table by Varian, Ohlert. The judges loved all the details on this table. The menu on the fan, they loved that. The little teapots, napkin rings, all the food. They mentioned the bread could have been a more realistic color, but they loved, there was even a detail I don't think you can see in the video, but there was a little bit of tea leaves left in the strainer, and they just thought that was a really thoughtful touch. And they really just loved all of her china in general. And our first place table is Lauren Kirkpatrick. The judges remarked the most about how well she incorporated the theme. She did a lot of research. For example, her place cards were for the living grandnieces of a former town historian, Miss Elizabeth Van Moore, who actually discovered the names of those 51 women who took part in that tea party. They also loved the clipper ships on the china, as those were specific ships they were famous for transporting tea. Their only critique was perhaps a more legible menu. To see recaps from prior years, visit sdetiquette.com/table setting, and you can also learn more about the upcoming Edenton Tea Party 250th celebration at visitedenton.com.